talking about how to leverage short-term rentals in your beauty career. Okay. And what I mean by short-term rentals is you have the option, the way we do business in general is just not the same as it used to be as beauty professionals. There's been a lot of changes in the industry. Some of them are good, some of them we need to work on a little bit, but that's okay. That's why I'm here. Okay. That is why I'm here. So I want to talk to you all about, for those of you who are interested in maybe renting space at a salon and you're not quite ready to commit, right? You're not ready to commit to a long term situation. You're not ready to lease a salon suite, sign that paperwork, sign that contract, right? And, it's just, it can be overwhelming for one. Number two, you are bound, by that contract. Y- I I have consulted with beauty professionals who wanted to get out of that situation, out of a lease agreement, and they ended up, leaving the place and still ended up paying for the space, even though they were gone. So I just want us to be clear that, signing a contract, long term or short term, whatever it is, you have to fulfill that obligation, right? It's just like renting an apartment or a home. You sign a lease, you're on the hook for that money for the duration of the lease, right? So let's first understand that, and that may be why some people are reluctant to maybe go into the salons and prefer to work at home, or they just don't want to share their money. That's a mindset issue. We'll come to that another time. That is a mindset issue, right? Because business requires an investment. Running and owning a business requires an investment of time, an investment of your talents, and an investment of your treasure, your money, right? It takes money to run a business. It takes your time to run a business. And whatever talent you have is what the business should be based on, right? So it takes an investment. And short term rentals can kind of take a weight off of that financial burden. And not only the financial burden, but the time burden. Because if you are owning your own salon or you are renting, your booth renting, there's still duties that have to be done on a regular basis at your space, right? You're still needing to clean it. You're still needing to sanitize everything. You're still needing to stock everything. Okay. And you still need to do that if you're doing a short-term rental, but you don't have that financial commitment. You can literally leverage that. It's especially good for people who may be working part-time, or like I said, just starting out. You may not want to not even on the financial side, but you just may not want to commit to a certain location. You're still unsure of the type of services that you want to do. You're still learning. You're still trying to figure out what type of clientele you want to service. So you don't want to be boxed into a certain location. How you doing if that doesn't fit your your business model or the ideal client that you have. So this short-term rental situation will allow you to essentially try out different locations. You don't have to be at one place. So that is the second way that you can boost your beauty business with short-term rentals. The other way is you can work in multiple locations, okay? You don't have to just be exclusive to clients on the east side of town or the west side of town or the south side. You can rent a space at whichever side you know that your ideal client is, or that you know that a good number of your existing clientele lives or works at and travels from, right? So we have three things that short-term rentals will actually help us out with in our beauty business. And it's amazing that this has been around for a while. Okay, I joined a space rental place back in 2015 when they first came into the area that I'm in Ohio. I was the first one in the area, and I didn't know how to use it as a salon owner, right? I didn't know how to market that, how to leverage that, how to get the people in. It's a new day, right? So there have been more trainings, there's been more experiences, collaborating with other beauty professionals on how to, kind of attract new people into the salon, even on a short term or a daily basis, because you can rent the space for however many days you want. It can be one day, it can be 3 days, it can be a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever it is, right? It even works really well for people that are traveling from state to state. You have a clientele in two different states because let's face it, a lot of people don't stay in one place. We like to move to a different state, move to a different city. But you still have those clients here that are pulling on you. They're pulling. Please come back. Please don't leave. You're the only person that can do it. You're the only one that could get my nails right. You're the only person, that puts my eye tips in right, right? Whatever it is, they're pulling on you. And walking away from that income, it's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. So you don't have to do that right away. You can still serve those clients while you are growing your clientele in the new location. So there is short-term rental is here to stay. It is a great thing. It works really well for someone that may, have a 9 to 5 and is looking to transition into the beauty industry and building a clientele. Maybe you only need to be in the salon 1 or 2 days while you're growing, right? And again, it still allows you the opportunity to check out different locations. So if you have not heard about short term rental or daily rental, check with the salons in your area and see if it's something that they offer or whatever area it is that you're looking to move into. You can even do this in salon suites. You can even do it in salon suites. But let me tell you, you still need to be licensed. You need to still carry the proper license to be able to perform those services within that state. Period. People are not, okay, I'm not going to say that. The people that I'm aligned with, right? Other beauty professionals, salon owners, spa owners that I know are not willing to jeopardize their licensure and their business to allow somebody who is unlicensed to come and practice any type of cosmetology in their space. And they have that right. And I would think that as someone who is looking to build a clientele and be a beauty professional, that you would go ahead and get your license. Get your license, get your certification, whatever it is that you need in that state, in the state that you are planning to do business. Okay. Get your papers, get your L's. Okay. Whatever you guys want to call it. But it is definitely a great move for licensed professionals. It's also a good move for the salon owners. That's not what this talk show is about. Okay. Today, I'm strictly talking to the beauty professionals who are actively looking for a space to work, a space to host their clients at. Um, and even if you have an in-home beauty business, right? And you're looking to grow, and there are just some clients that no matter how good your work is, they just don't want to come to someone's home. They would prefer the salon setting. So you can even pick a day to serve those clients within the a professional beauty setting. And that you're not missing any money, right? It's going to cost you whatever that daily fee is, but do the math. A lot a lot of the issues that we have in our beauty business is that we don't do the math. So this is the opportunity for you to test out different locations, for you to get feedback from your clients, right? When you take them to these places, and to actually look at the numbers, see if you're getting more bookings, more repeat clientele, more referrals. if you're getting more exposure by being in a salon setting and other people seeing your work and begin to schedule with you. There's so many ways that you can leverage a daily rental. How you doing? A daily rental situation or a short-term rental situation. So I'm going to recap. Um, the the topic today is how to leverage short-term rentals to boost your beauty business. So one of the things I talked about was being able to maintain your position at your 9 to 5 while you're in transition, and then to only work part-time in a salon setting without a commitment of signing a lease agreement, with a salon owner or with a salon suites. We don't want to make that commitment while we're in transition so that it becomes a financial burden, and you're paying from the money from your job to pay for the space for the beauty business. We're not going to do that, right? We're going to do the math. We're going to look at the whole picture and we're going to make a plan. Another way that you can leverage that is to be able to work in multiple locations, to service a different type of clientele, whether it's the east side of town, south side of town, wherever it is that the clients that you are looking for or your existing clientele may be traveling from. If there's enough of them, you can spend some time working at a space in that area. And the other way to leverage it is if you are transitioning maybe from one state to another, you can, if you know you're going to be at home the second weekend of every month, then you can schedule that, right, with someone who offers this short-term rental. And like clockwork, when your clients are going to be able to book, and you have that set up, and then you can be serving your other clients, where you're growing your clientele, but without letting go of this income that you were making at home right away, right? Because transitioning can be costly. So we want to make sure that we are doing the best that we can for ourselves and our businesses and also our clients. Okay. The fact is most clients would prefer a nice environment, safe environment to get their hair done, their nails done, right? Their facials. They want an experience. And I'm not saying that you can't provide that at home. Again, I've been there, done that. But this gives us the opportunity to do it in a different way. So, if you are a beauty professional who is looking to transition from, working at home into a salon, and you need some help with the plan to figure out how that's going to look, go ahead and schedule a discovery call with me, and we will get you started on working on a plan so that this transition can be a easier time, right? So that it can run smooth for you. Um, I want to thank you all for joining in today. If you are catching this on the replay, put replay in the comments. Again, let me also know in the comments if you are a hair professional, a skin professional, or nail professional. Let me know so I know who I'm talking to, right? All right. You said facts. Yes, we can definitely make the transition better, but it always anything that you're trying to do better, you need a plan, right? We know that. So we just need to continue to encourage the rest of the audience and future beauty professionals and new beauty professionals that planning is going to give you a clear path to your goals and help you get there a little sooner. Okay. So I am your girl, Tiffany Nicole. I am your cosmetology career and business consultant. I help both emerging and established beauty professionals structure, organize, and grow their businesses from graduation all the way to grand opening. I will see you on the next live. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.